Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Bitboy Crypto, the supposed leader of the XRP army, who is actually the supreme leader of the XRP army guy, seems to be in the crosshairs of the cannibalization, and major drama is unfolding in the Bitcoin cryptocurrency space. The only true goal is to make it to 2025. Can we assume that either person will live to be 25? If I had to guess, I'd predict that by the time we reach 25, the bull market will be over and we can finally start enjoying our profits. So Ben, who considers himself to be the XRP Army's supreme leader, joined an action suit filed on behalf of XRP holders against the United States government. This is the start, boys. In other words, this is a fully comprehensive timeline. Totally bizarre events are transpiring right now. Once again, individuals are being murdered with no remorse on the part of the killers. The cipher used in the Bible is subject to a redesign. Bitcoin cryptocurrency firm fires Ben Armstrong for drug addiction, and that happened very lately. This is, what? Honor a YouTube star. Bitcoin's public face, Brent Armstrong, has been sacked, according to the company's announcement. What the heck is wrong with you people that you get fired from your own company? But the young man insisted that a coup was in progress. Yesterday, BJ Investment Holdings, Hit Network's parent company, launched swift legal steps to oust Ben Armstrong, the man behind the Bitcoin crypto brand. Right? And it becomes even more ludicrous on their Twitter accounts, where their guys are posting. It looks like there's been a decline in the level of involvement, right? As you may witness for yourselves right now. The interaction isn't confined to his channel on YouTube, right? But he's been jumping from cliffs on Twitter too, guys. The face and charisma are gone. In other words, Ben has come forward to substantiate the rumors that TJ and Justin have tried a coup at my company. Bitcoin's crypto and Hit Network has mutinied, but it can't succeed. Until they succeed in cloning me, they have no more leverage than I do over them. Nothing to stress over here. Why? Because it's harder to get as many good looks at the major characters and their sidekicks when they're in the frame. For the obvious reason that the channel has a face attached to it. As soon as that identity disappears, so do the supporters. Now, as of yesterday, thanks to the Bit Squad, he's back out of Ben. Good job, Ben. And Pluto lines, for all the backers, keep the pressure on the Hit Network, and in the end we'll win when they can't clone me or take the firm I founded on my name, and when no one can steal my identity. Guys, what's the deal here? So Bitboy or Ben comes out on their Telegram channel or group and says, this guy's pay very close attention because there's so much happening, and it turns out that it was all a ruse to get people to listen to a boy talk about firing. What's going on? Ben could be here, or he could just be planning to get on his feet. It's now back in your hands. So, you're claiming the audio quality is poor, then? What the heck is going on? Why it's bad, I can't say. It's beneficial to me. I'll just lay out the facts, gentlemen. There's a lot I can't say at the moment, but I wish I could come in here and tell you exactly what's happening and what the future is likely to look like. However, I am unable to. And you all are well versed in my background. A fighter I am, as you well know. And the events of the past few days are only the beginning of what will unfold in the days ahead. My only advice to you is to continue supporting me, because you're only here because of me. The corporation will, of course, have no profits. But, it's freezing outside and we've lost all of our major sponsors. Therefore, they are cornered and unable to negotiate. They're stuck with no other options. They are under the impression that they have renegotiated with some of our sponsors, but are not being truthful about this. So, you already know that everything will turn out well in the end. This will be put to good use, too. As I've already mentioned, this is the only option. The Bitcoin crypto brand has seemingly collapsed, right? Sponsors are starting to pull support for her channel, and as a result, the whole thing is collapsing. Right? When will this madness end? How likely is it that people will make it to the end of this bull market? A run for the bulls? who can say? Despite the lack of optimism, I expect the enterprise and my reputation to benefit greatly from this ordeal. And I think you can expect primarily good things to be said. And, I just want to say one thing, and that is that I have gotten so many messages and calls that I simply cannot respond to each and every one of them. But please know that I have witnessed each and every one. I value my time with the Bit Squad and my friendships with my many admirers and the many people who have become my foes as a result of this. That's just how things are going to turn out. But listen, I really need you guys to bear with me. And I truly value everyone's encouragement. For the time being, that is about all I have to say. To reassure you, though, I, on the other hand, have stayed put. So far, so good. And that's the way I have to play at the moment. So, a path of lies has been clearly visible for quite some time. And all I'm doing is digging to find more of it. And I'll discuss that in further detail later. For at least a few months now, though, a plan has been keeping an eye on the goings-on, and it looks increasingly like yours. When you look at the history of some of the work that has been done, you will see that my name has been erased from all trademarks. I was clearing out the structure, and I've been kicked out of a lot of things for years without any explanation. You don't exactly have much there. This is the result of the implementation of a plan. As for me, I say, best of luck with that. Last but not least, if I can't get my business back tomorrow, I'm going back to the beginning. I'll probably overdevelop them, too. They posed the questions to me. Therefore, the current conflict is extremely violent. Yes, unquestionably so. Now you know what to do. In theory, the training could be useful now. Right? Fights in court and the like, gents. And over here, he says he'll start again from scratch if he doesn't get his channel back with his brand and all that. The bright side is that he is, after all, himself. He has his own unique character. And he will quickly receive the results. Now you know what to do. The only potential problem here is that he may lose access to company assets if he is unable to regain control of his business. That sort of thing. So, who can say for sure what will transpire? All of these. Dealing with, I'll hand you all the I can say categorically that I have not relapsed. What you just said is untrue. Look at what they've accomplished here. Because I take diet pills, Justin Williams and TJ have concocted this brew. I think feta implies everyone can find this information online. My wife Kathy is well known to everyone. Feta means weight loss tablet, which is common knowledge. I was able to lose all this weight and keep it off with the help of a weight clinic. And they have been complaining about this to me. To take medication, but the center mean, and they tried to crack me numerous times as they went through the bars. And the last 2 weeks people have been asking if you're taking anything else. No, it's not drugs, he says, give it a little shake. Everyone knows I'm taking those idols, so if you've ever seen good conduct on my channel, you know why. And that's the message they're spreading. They're attempting to make it seem like I've gone back to my old ways. They have been saying that I do drugs like cocaine and a bunch of other nonsense. And there's the simple reality that it's not true. You wouldn't have seen me on the team if I were there. I've been given permission to use phentermine, so there may be a few days here and there when I'm sleep deprived. And that's the bottom line here. And this is why they aren't letting you know what's going on, Justin Williams. They are being truthful with you because they know I'm not going to give TJ a nice review. TJ has built his entire plan around allowing others to loot their contracts in exchange for an exit clause. Everything he's been saying about this whole affair is a prelude to him trying to take stuff away from me. And the unknown is fascinating to them. They choose a life of mystery, and mystery is where they feel safe and don't have to answer for anything. If they are just throwing around claims like I am a really good person, then take them at their word. I can't believe that's what you've told me they're going to say. They'll probably just say diagnose, because they don't have a better solution. Now I'll spill the beans on the baseless claims they're making against me. There hasn't been a single instance when I've been confirmed on this, but they are quite intense and someone has to be held to account. If I had informed him I didn't do drugs, he would never have asked me to take a drug test. They are using these accusations as a means of forcing me out of my own business. Consider the past performance. I'll be honest with you guys, my credit isn't the finest, so when we bought this building about 2 years ago, they practically kicked me out of the building. I'm not exactly a model credit customer. Because in the past, when I was less financially stable, I made some terrible choices and neglected to pay certain bills. A lot of money came my way after that. Furthermore, I did not hear or understand why it would be to my benefit to know whether or not the credit I have tried pays off interest on my page. They took me off when they should have placed me back on immediately. I doubt I'll be invited back anytime soon. We identified our brand names and logos. He's been working on these trademarks for 2 years now, and we're here to guess why. And you all know who the sole signatory is on the official list of Republic's trademarks is. TJ is right, you're right. This is about to get down and dirty, so you guys are going to find out. In addition, this is... Really? Then the trademarks don't even include his name, right? A protracted conflict seems likely at this point. War in the courts. This is why, once again, it is imperative that men create their own corporate businesses whenever they set out to do something new. It goes without saying that you and your significant other would like to have your names recorded. Wow. If there's anything you guys need to know, it's that things are about to become very dirty before they get better. However, you should be aware that for every accurate statement, there is an equally false one. I can assure you that those claims are entirely wrong. When I found out that TJ was trying to take everything from me, I threatened to knock the heck out of him. This is what they're talking about when they say they informed the staff that because of physical aggression towards the employees. Yes, exactly that transpired. To prevent him from stealing my entire business, I made some very serious threats to him. To me, it's all about how he used that to forward his scheme. We're talking months and months and months here. This is not the case, and there are other people engaged. Justin Williams is in charge of the entire operation. I mean, there's so much more we could talk about here, but I'll leave the link down below if you guys would like to investigate further, and it seems like this whole drama has come about because the people in this company, right, the heads, are trying to overthrow Ben from within their own company. But I don't think crypto will ever be free of swayers like BitGuy. Simply put, there will always be people with influence. Cryptocurrencies and the Internet of Things are always a conversation starter, guys. We've returned to the cryptocurrency markets, so what do we call ourselves now? Unless little child is given back his belongings? Right. Yes, he will have to start from scratch, but that is what it is, right? Guys, the plot will just progress from here on out. Let's wait and see what the future holds. Please subscribe and like as always. See you soon, bye.